Hello and welcome to another episode of the Classical Republican Book Review. Today we are talking about The Political Potential of Sortition by Oliver Dowlen. Came out in 2008 and 234 pages of text. It's very well organized and is very similar in the historical progression to Pocock's Machiavellian moment. The first chapter is all about theory. Then we go on to Athens, Venice, Florence, England, Harrington, the colonial constitutions of Pennsylvania, the two New Jerseys, and South Carolina. And then we end up in the First French Republic. Sortition lives on today in our judicial systems, where we randomly select people to be on juries. I might be doing a video about that. As far as theory, he says that sortition is used to establish efficient, inclusive government and to defend against dangers such as factional fragmentation or arbitrary oppression. He argues that there is a strong and weak sortition and defines them as such. Strong is irrational, meaning it's not rational. It's because it's random. And this irrationality is regarded as a positive asset to the task. Weak is where irrationality is used as a substitute for reason or compromised by other objectives in the application of it. He says at the beginning of the book that a weighted lottery, so weighted lottery is like where you have extra conditions that you put in. It's not completely random. He says that weighted lottery undermines the fundamentals of random selection. But at the end of the book, he says there are exceptions. And he doesn't go into details on what those exceptions are, but I think that he's talking about what we've seen in the last couple decades of the citizens' assemblies. And so demographics comes into play there. One of my favorite parts was on the Harringtonian constitutions in colonial America, and I'll probably be doing a video on all those constitutions individually, so that would be great. And he really gives me a lot of information about it. It's mentioned in Pocock's Machiavellian moment, but one line. It's just one line in that 600-page book. He only gives us one line. Pocock gives us one line. But Dowlen gives us a lot of information. And so I was able to go and research those, and you'll be hearing more about that. So Dowlen really understands how this element of classical democracy, that is sortition, is a part of classical republicanism. So I definitely recommend you read this book. It is excellent. Till next time, long live the Republic.